Hello everyone, I'm Polly and today I'm working on both the interior and the exterior of Santa's house, and I just started working on the entrance for this house, and this bug was doing this giant snowball. I had to stop everything I was doing and just look at it because it was honestly great work. I mean, great and hard work. But yeah, the Santa's house will be accessible from the road that I've been working on since I've started working on the coastal neighborhood, and it will be kind of behind the last neighborhood that I worked on. I just did a super simple entrance. I didn't want to make it really fancy or anything because from the images that I've seen, Santa's house is in a pretty simple area. I know there's a village and all that surrounding Santa's house on this island. That's not really the case, but you know, we have a girl Santa is a woman, you know, is a girl, okay, in this island because it will end up being my character. It's her house, right? So rules don't really apply, but I tried my best to recreate the interiors from the images that I found of Santa's house. And yeah, I'm just doing a little forest. I used some of the I can't really remember what the name. Is it the big festive trees? I'm not sure. I also used other trees and all that. So it felt more, you know, more dense, like a denser forest, because I can't really put the cedar trees that close together. So I know they don't have snow on top of them, but the flowers don't have snow either, and the festive trees. So I think it's acceptable. I'm just trying my best here, okay? But I tried to use a lot of red and blue flowers and sometimes some white ones. The white ones kind of get lost in the middle of the snow, but I think it gives a nice texture, right? I didn't really make like a path or anything here. There's just some snow tracks because people in general usually access this area with sleds. And I tried my best to recreate the exterior of Santa's house. It was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled a lot with the shape because I don't know if you've seen Santa's house, but it has a peculiar architecture, at least comparing with the architecture that I'm familiar with. So I tried a lot. I tried different combinations of items. I tried bigger items, smaller items. Honestly, the version that I came up that I liked the most, I couldn't really use because it would end up looking too small next to the resident's house. So I had to give up on that idea. I wish I could decorate the 4th level because that would be just perfect in terms of sizing and all that. What you've seen here, I end up changing because I felt like it looked way too dark. It kind of looked like it had like an abandoned aesthetic to it because of the retro transportation stops. I think they're great to create buildings, but not like super fancy buildings like a mansion that is kind of Santa's house. So I ended up using these storefronts and a decorative pillar, and a bamboo shoot lamp. It doesn't look exactly the same, but I think it has a nice, how do I say? I don't know. It has a nice shape to it. I think it's what I'm trying to say. man, I just really made it look like it is kind of in the middle of the woods. And I placed some Christmas trees, the little ones and the bigger ones. I used the bigger ones on the forest part, kind of to continue what I started on the top part. And of course, I had to put the mailbox next to the house because, kids write letters to Santa, right? So it had to have the mailbox, and I chose that red variation. I think it looks super Christmassy and like it belongs to Santa, right? I also worked a little bit here on this side. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish this side. Like, I don't want you to see the beach, so I guess I'll just extend the forest. Here's me just planting a bunch of trees and decorating a little bit more, making it look a little more closed, and secluded. And I tried to use a lot of lights. I don't think I show on the speed build, but I end up adding some decorations as well on certain areas of the building, so it has more lights and is more festive at night. I don't know if I like that Christmas tree, that illuminated Christmas tree. I don't know if I like it. But yeah, the ground floor is going to be like a living room, and I tried my best to get inspired by the actual living room on Santa's house. I struggled a little bit with the layout at first, but then it kind of came naturally. This throne, okay, I spent so much time at Happy Home Paradise getting the Pocky for the throne because it costs 700,000 Pocky, and I really wanted it because Santa is usually sits on a throne, right? That's the image that I have of a Santa, and like the shopping mall Santas and all that, they sit on a throne. So I thought, well, Santa needs a throne, right? But then I looked at the images from the interiors, and there wasn't really a throne anywhere. So I don't know. I put it here in the entrance of the house because maybe when kids visit, it just, talks to them. In that area, they don't really go too inside of the house. There are no doors on this game, so I couldn't really put a door there. I wish I could, or like an arch or something, but I'm doing what I can. I also had to run so much back and forth because I kept forgetting to customize the items with the correct colors, and it was kind of messy. Okay. I also forgot that I wanted to put that rocking chair and not that patchwork chair. So this is not really from Santa's house, at least from what I've gathered. I don't know if he has like a factory of toys in his house, but I thought it was a cute idea, right? So I just did a little factory. For some reason, my brain wasn't really getting how to place the items, but I ended up being able to use the correct layout. Oh my god, I can't even think of words. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been so tired lately, and but yeah, I just put a bunch of toys everywhere. Really filled this room. It has a completely different vibe from the other rooms on Santa's house. The other areas are super cozy and warm tones, and this I really wanted it to have sorry, a factory vibe to it. And I don't know if I will try and find some stools for the gnomes, in this case Santa's elves, because they look super tiny next to the conveyor belts and all that. But I was so sick of running back and forth, so I didn't have any stools, so I didn't include them. I also included some Christmas clothes that I had on my storage, and I don't know why. People usually wear festive clothing on Christmas, so maybe that's why there's clothing there. I don't know. Who knows, right? If I don't know, who knows? And the last room on this house, I haven't upgraded fully this house. There is no basement, but the top level of the house is little office and bedroom. This is like where he plans and designs the different toys, and also reads the letters from the kids, and maybe also sends mail to some of the kids. He also apparently makes stockings. I don't know, I didn't know, but in one of the images that I saw from like an office area space, there were stockings on the wall and a sewing machine. So I mean, this is like truly inspired by the images that I found. Okay, I don't really know the context of most things because I'm not there. I've never visited it. I've never been in Santa's house, but I can only imagine how it looks. I also included a DIY workbench that doesn't necessarily exist in real life, but I thought it made sense, right? Because maybe sometimes he crafts little sketches of the toys that is designing, right? That umbrella thingy, I didn't really wanted to put it on the bedroom, okay? I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but I ran out of space and the bedroom looks a little empty, so I was just trying to add a little something, you know, so it doesn't look so sad. Yeah, I just kept adding stuff until it felt finished and looked good. And I almost forgot to include Santa's knit cap, which it's kind of a crime, you know, on this build. And that's pretty much it. Here's the final result at night. I love the trees with the lights. They look so beautiful. See how different it looks, but I think it looks better because it has a window and all that. I think that looks way better. If you don't agree, we don't have to agree on everything. We can still be friends. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel cozy, and if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This month I'm distributing presents just like Santa here on the channel, so be sure to check the community tab if you're interested in that. And if you don't know what to watch next and you haven't seen how the rest of the island looks, here's a playlist with all the speed builds on this Christmas island. Thank you so much for being here today and for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!